Y'all, okay, first of all, it is January 10th, and I'm sitting here currently taking a free online class about fertility, shocker. The backstory is I found this company called REIMAGINED Fertility on an Instagram ad, and so of course when you're in the thick of it you're gonna click on anything, and so I clicked on it, and I want to say this was like 6 months ago or maybe even longer, I don't know, but the point is I clicked on it and it was very convincing about their free consultation call, and I was reading through it all and I'm like, is there fine print? Am I gonna get sucked into like a subscription or paying even more money than I've already paid being down this road? And it was just one of those things where I'm like, okay, it actually does seem like it's not just too good to be true, but that there's a genuine free consultation involved, like no strings attached. So I inputted my information and was able to set up a free, I think it was 30-minute call, or maybe it was an hour-long call. And so Alex and I jumped on a Zoom call with this lady, I can't even remember what her position was now, and she walked us through this idea of reimagined fertility, which is all about taking the natural approach and addressing the root, the actual root cause of infertility, which maybe you're like, duh, doesn't like every company do that? Don't fertility clinics do that? But this company seems to take it one step further, and they're very much like just pro natural. They want to dive even deeper and go beneath the surface, which they outlined. You know, these are a lot of the causes that are being communicated in like today's day and age through like your normal doctor or your OBGYN or a fertility clinic. But these are actually the root causes that are even underneath all of these other causes. If that makes sense. And so they're saying that these causes over here are more like a band-aid, and that's just what we're used to, and you can't really fault these doctors because that's what they're taught in medical school. I'm obviously using big generalizations because I'm just repeating what this company has told me. But these doctors at REIMAGINED Fertility are just digging deeper and taking it one step further and really, really finding answers and giving answers. Like, they literally told me unexplained infertility like does not exist. Like, that is not a thing. That's just what these traditional doctors will tell you when they truly just don't know. And again, sometimes it's not their fault. Like, they're just trying to provide answers and doing the best they can. But these doctors over here at this company are like determined and motivated to like do anything and everything they can to actually provide concrete answers and concrete solutions. And a lot of it is just dealing with your body, your lifestyle, your diet, your hormones, literally all the natural stuff. And there obviously is a science to that, and these women have already done the research on all of that, and they have the experience to back it up and all the training and certificates to back it up, and just years of success stories and hundreds of families that have gone through this program. And so they're just here to help other women. You know, obviously there are reasons to see a fertility clinic, or there are reasons to take medicine. Like, everyone's body is different. But for the group of women who have unexplained infertility, or who are told they have a low egg count or a low AMH like me, you have to do IUI, you have to do IVF because that's your only option with your situation. Like, REIMAGINED Fertility is kind of explaining that as being a band-aid and a quick fix, but their program is not a quick fix. Their program is a lifestyle change. And again, tackling those issues so that you can prime your body and optimize all your hormone levels and everything just to be healthier overall. And like 9 times out of 10, you're gonna naturally address those fertility barriers because you're tackling everything that makes up your body. To get to my point, since that consultation call where they gave us all this information about what their program entails, I've subscribed to their emails and kind of just put it on the back burner because Alex and I had really already felt peace about working with a fertility clinic, and we had just started that journey. And so we were kind of gonna stick that out first. But now that we're 3 IUIs in and lots of money in, I feel like this Reimagined Fertility company has just stuck in the back of my mind, because of course it would be so nice and so ideal to do things naturally and healthy, and like also sounds like it could be a good challenge for me and Alex to dive deeper into our bodies and understand ourselves more and like make those healthy changes if we need to, or just learn, just literally educate ourselves about our body, because we're gonna be in our body for life until, you know, we get a new body in heaven, praise the Lord. But this company's always stuck with me, and so one of their recent emails was advertising, again, this free masterclass called How to Get and Stay Pregnant Naturally. So of course that title is just gonna catch my eye. And so again, I looked into it, read the fine print. I'm like, okay, it's totally free. I can literally just sign up. So I signed up, and it was today, it's right now. It's been almost 2 hours that I've been in this class. And in this online course, they had a Q&A section, and I literally typed in the chat, like, how can you be so confident in saying that there literally is no such thing as unexplained infertility? Like, how can you be so confident that nothing is unexplained? And one of the doctors was like, because there's literally an answer for everything. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And she was kind of laughing, and I was like, okay, like, I'm not in that space. I'm not a medical doctor. I didn't go to medical school. But she was confident to make that statement and stand by it. And I don't know, this is just an example of all the different resources and noises out there. And it's just crazy how you can meet with so many doctors or talk to so many professionals, and people with the same kind of training can say completely different things. Like, why is this world like that? I don't know. Have you guys ever dealt with anything like that? Because it just makes it so much harder to know who to trust. And that's why I always say, like, at least I can rest in the Lord and like not allow all this stuff to overwhelm me, because God knows the plans he has for me, and his timing is perfect. And no matter what I do, or no matter what anyone says, he is more powerful than all of it. And so his plan will prevail above anything else I try to do. But it's still just like, well, in the meantime, while I wait on the Lord and wait for him to guide and provide, like, where do I go? What do I do? Because I want to be responsible with the body he's given me and the knowledge he is exposing me to, whether it's the doctors at the fertility clinic or the doctors in this class at this program. Like, I don't know, but the whole point of me recording was not just to rant about all that really quick, but long story short, at the end of this class, they said that they're offering this 6-week program now, which is different from what they mentioned on our original consultation, you know, 6 months ago. Originally, what they advertised to Alex and I on the consultation call was like this 3-month program that seemed very intense, but again, very helpful, educational, and all natural. But now they're offering this 6-week program, which seems a little more doable, less intense, less overwhelming, and obviously cheaper. And literally just like made one comment to Alex, like, should we do this? Look at the price. And he was just like, yeah, if you want to, if you're gonna take it serious. And I'm like, YOLO, you know, like, so it's $898 if you like pay in full and are like the first 20 people to sign up. Otherwise, it's gonna be $1198. But looking at that $898, I'm like, that really doesn't scare me after doing all these IUIs and paying for all the medicine and doctor's appointments and stuff. So I'm like, you know what, maybe Alex and I should do it. like maybe we should. And I already confirmed that we can get a refund if I am in fact pregnant from IUI number 3. But they did say a lot of women do this program when they are prepping their body for IUI or IVF, because you're optimizing your health, and then maybe it'll increase, you know, your chances of getting pregnant if you do a treatment, because now your body is like reset. It's hopefully at the healthiest it will be as far as your hormone levels and your diet and stuff like that. So she's like, you know, this helps for that too. But they do have a ton of success stories, and just some of the examples they were giving in the class, like women who were 36 and been trying for 7 years, and 5 IUIs and 7 IVFs, all failed, a low egg count. And then they do this program, and 3 months later, they are literally pregnant, and it's a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. Like, and if I somehow do in fact have endometriosis, right? Like if I'm asymptomatic and I actually have it, like this program tackles stuff like that. It literally tackles everything involving the body. Like it's not just focusing on your uterus, you know, like it's the whole body approach. And I don't know, it kind of excites me because it is something different, something we haven't actually considered, because we were so like one track minded with the fertility clinic, because we just thought that was the natural next step. And we're still giving that a try, obviously. But with this reimagined fertility, it could also provide like a nice break from the fertility clinic. Like, I don't know, set up 2025 strong with like resetting our bodies, resetting my cycle even. She said through this program, like they even have the power, or the tools I should say, to shorten or lengthen your cycle and move your ovulation days, and like really just like, I don't know, kind of give you the control over your body. Obviously we don't have the ultimate control, but like, I don't know, that kind of verbiage and those possibilities kind of seem fascinating. And it also just seems educational, like can learn a lot and hopefully create healthy habits that I can pass down to our future kids when they do in fact arrive. And I don't know, I mean, why not? When you're dealing with something like infertility, you kind of get to this point where you will try everything and anything, because you realize that what you've been doing isn't working. Like that's how we started working with the fertility clinic in the first place, was like trying naturally wasn't working. So you just got to keep moving, got to keep being open to these different options to see what God is going to do through any of it. And all you can do is try. Like that's all he asks of us. Otherwise, sitting here and just thinking about it isn't going to make me pregnant. So obviously you can get caught up in like the frustrations of it all and the noise of it all, and allow yourself to be overwhelmed and be disappointed, and just let this really get to you. And like, I do definitely have those moments, but I just don't let those moments define me. I don't let those moments define my journey. And I know there's so much more that God wants to do through it. And this is a bigger story than I can imagine. And it's all gonna pay off in the end, literally pay off. We've spent hundreds, well, thousands of dollars at this point. You know, this is an honest channel. So, gosh, just all the money that I never thought I'd have to pay for stuff like this. And all the amount of money we could have been saving and like applying to other things. But I didn't know that I was gonna grow up, become 31, and have to pay all this money to something like fertility treatments or fertility doctors. It's just an unexpected expense for sure. And it's kind of sad that you have to like pay for these things. And there are definitely women out there who just like, they can't get pregnant. They can't afford to pay people or programs to help them get pregnant. And then they just have to accept never becoming pregnant or never becoming a mom. Like, I can't imagine. There's gotta be a better system. There has to be a better system. And before I started recording, I think I was actually feeling a little bit of like heaviness, because just the reminder of like, I'm still in this. Like, even though it's been 2.5 years, like I still have those moments where I'm like, is this really my life? Like, am I really having these calls, making these decisions, saying these words? Like, I mean, I don't know when that feeling is gonna wear off, but I just never thought I would be in these shoes. Like, I just never thought. Never thought it would be me. Never thought I would even have to know about all this. But then I hit record, and then talking about it, I feel myself already getting lighter. Which, moral of that short story is communication helps. Talking about things, big or small, whatever, helps, even if you're just talking to yourself like me. Anyways, I think I'm gonna commit to this program. That's all I wanted to say. I'm just glad Alex is supportive, and you know what? This whole journey has been filled with constant leaps of faith, and so this is just another one of those. You know what? So just click the button, just make the decision, just roll with the punches, try to have fun while you're doing it. This is the advice I give myself. You know, you want to pray about these bigger decisions, and you want to be wise and use your money wisely and all the things, but like, you get to the point where I'm at now and I'm like, I'm just saying yes. I'm just saying yes. I'm open-handed. God, what do you want to do? I'm just trusting you with my money. I'm trusting you with this information. I'm trusting you will direct my steps. And I'm trusting you're going to be in it all, because his word says he never leaves us or forsakes us. So he's with me in it all, and he's going to keep providing. And I just have to trust that. Like, if I wallow in it and let myself overthink it and just allow my mind to go crazy with how many decisions and how much this journey brings, like, it's gonna weigh me down and it's gonna paralyze me. And that will definitely not make me pregnant. So, on that note, here's hoping this class does something. I'm gonna press the button now, but yeah, stay tuned. We'll see what I learned through this. We'll see if this helps. I mean, it can't not help, right? If anything, it's just the educational side that's gonna be helpful. And of course, I'll share with you guys any secrets that I learned to help any of you out there, but okay, I feel good, feel better. I'm gonna do it. YOLO, I'm gonna do it.